water na dia ma na awie ene nkwa na nyina no ene nsu ya gye atum eti nsu nkomo dia akọ blue mineral water ena make amfo edi amount ubetwa bet say obi di 2 cities etimi afa bet 3 billion MYBET.AFRICA no me catch us ubetwa bet nkwa dia o 3 W's no na MYBET etimi aka ho o so unya twa obedi udi so yebetu no MYBET.AFRICA ho nkomo ena me di amede che no mo ena aso ye mu ama enne ene from ene tembe etnasia yedi agudi emusemi aboabo no e de brodwumedi ato ni sports arena I de every Monday to Friday shenin so say na watching every year Friday the senior national team the Blaster ejina kono a ye ko Rwanda ne Angola akwakobo AFCON qualify yenim say e den de but the game eba so nti ebedi wu nkomo when are the players arriving omo maba no do sen kwa no ba na team no preparation no saying any city no yebedi nkomo ojumedi no anna Barcelona actually from Chelsea and me and Charles na Manchester United Ruva Nestro enya win oko Italy Inter Milan against Napoli and also end in a draw and a couple of games about so amanonia yebedi nkomo kakra obefia Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach Prosper Nate Ogum ni team no sha na yeshomo and also against Bechem United and Koye amom nsembei and a coach no edi tudwa House of Folk coach Watara eguzu sha and also team ben and so far in the Ghana Premier League on lusu game ya de won sem ni nyina bebrew e ojumedi fa comment bra ni enkenkan emfama obeti listo won kan show ni so beti abrante a your friend Vincent the controversial ne Moneyman Bernard eka production team no a ye nyina e kamo ni edjumedi no e de abromidin e de Calvin Asoma edu beti afrem HOD me na me edjumedi ho chia me fa comment bra ni enkenkan ojumedi no so emfama Vincent won ye de
HOD nyame admo
ehye.
Oh, Nyamiadu be moko.
Van Gogh Superstars.
Oh yes. I mean, we are getting there. So, there, 0-0 over the weekend, and I might say I'm very impressed with the squad. Humble boy yepa, and once they be a better, some like I say na ye bobo pa you lose but idea we start. I quite say Thomas Tuchel about Chelsea. To say Chelsea bobo pass you intimidate. But the moment train best start to say A2 no and ya the ubo break cry engine so that is I mean where you be drew and I'm very impressed of how guys no ball nyame adoma this week you be another friendly games in the this week you be two friendly games in the month for free no more for because the omo show no at say anymore so they want to testify and see if we are that good so and there is scratch unfortunate say there never be brina betimi HOD nti cha boys no omumfa show in the agro nti show mo nyina na nyame aduma anopa training ye training omomo echi ho no so no medical no makasa nti nyame aduma your boy friendly match weekend way and chibia be announce opponent in number bono nti yes ba nti mo Ghana of this third division I want to see new team ayaba na yebo say they should be our league in the yebo but ebia na ye mpese be qualify for second division but I can say yebo qualify top league na HOD obi ntimi stop here
now match our boy na what you go say
oh it's some say about 0-0
it's what free.
Oh yes, the free tournament. Just a pre-season tournament.
Oh, now I'm not asked whether, but I asked a simple question. More free.
Oh yeah, free.
Okay. Referee see mana.
Oh, I mean, medical can. This is Ghana football. Even in a elite football competition, which is the Ghana Premier League, day in day out, you're complaining about officiating. Uko first division, officiating has been one of the worst things are Emma hooliganisms in Tokwa every week be anywhere you won't see a team owner, a team supporter complaining about officiating, especially when it's a away team or maybe the team is to someone team near Obidia or into the FA or someone who is highly respected in their football fraternity. So they are there so sometimes many can say you might complain of officiating, but then a game now officiating wasn't in our favor, but then we missed a lot of chances. And if they can chances in share because I remember me catch us go Pokwasi, you go away game. we scored goals moje offside, but at that point so but this game we couldn't score a goal. Referee because obeji offside and now ebia nka okasen ko obeji offside na nka hwa na nka bibi ebesi ho kran nanka is because that's what cheater for no mbo free pa. A lot of things happen background that I mean it's not good to come out what I say. So I think that I'm happy with the way they played and how are you ball with my ball no be Charlie new team mama bobe two my training 2 weeks 3 weeks and me even papa na ne team no ball he wasn't around but say Ali almost say within 2 weeks 3 weeks now with me I pick his squad. I mean people who are seeing the boys play are giving us encouragement to still continue the work we are doing. So yeah, well
your team owner you want show ni so no and of Uncle Superstars na yinim say na watching ye na omo qualification at me at the amaya but Uncle Basa, but as he's saying I think that he's trying to let us know team no progression no ya ne santi ye nche ye bebo awram na sere medical catch on ye beti abejafo nka listo atnase o dwumadi ni so abrante e friend Vincent so ewa ha na sere medical ka money man Benedict ne oka the production team aye hwe ne etimi dwumadi no e de abrofa comment bra ne nkenka o dwumadi ni so emfama o amano ne nsem no nsem bebre ene to dwa ye bedi ho nkomo ye ba fie so a ye ba bedi afisem ne so ho nkomo o ka ho ne ye nyina di dwumadi ne benti fa comment bra ne nkenka emfa liso ho e de now we can eat saying
na be okay
yeah so far so good I don't know my minute on start ewa manone na membra Vincent to na yenhwa manone nsem ne de o ma fi oba games course so they are surprising they would say you were not expecting them to win but they won their ball draw any matters arising whatever you want to talk about from Anon Indi and come on we are about Vincent too.
Right over the weekend matches I would be brave also a lot of matches also but want to look at one game also Stadio Olimpico AS Roma trafie ema Bobo Krefen ebechi omo ebo omo eka miensa mo mutimu mienu and after the game papa ye freno Jurich ono no ye head coach edema AS Roma mpenfo bo ne nase tuo o share me fan say Syria ni mu a two coaches and our coach Roma this season omo ewo 12 position omo 13 points omo share 14 goals and omo concede 7 hooping 7 they are mate maka say o here top 4 na they are far behind 12 points behind the top 4. This is the team almost spend a year almost 200 million euros. 200 million euros. And Osha almost last game almost every year in Syria was against Venezia and Okomuche 2-1. Since Fiorentina she almost 5-1 and almost share Torino 1-0. Then Verona she almost 3-2 with 9 men and an almost lose against Bologna 3-2 now Osha AS Roma Bubukona it is owned I think 95% is owned by an American friend Thomas Dan Fredkin or no American businessman and a film producer or no an Abubuko friend AS Roma 95.97 ownership of AS Roma or no only this group ebefa AS Roma no and you know they want success So obviously they went for Jose Mourinho. And Jose Mourinho, in their 100 years history, Jose Mourinho winning almost first European trophy. Then the following season, or the call a year Europa League final. If you look at AS Roma team now compared to Napoli at the time, Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan at the time. Now there was nowhere AS Roma beat me a compete in the top 4.
Okay.
So Jose Mourinho requested, said they should give him money to buy quality players, build a team, and because of the success now on building on it.
Okay.
Almost a derby. Mourinho is holding them back because a lot of clubs in the world rely on the media, except Chelsea. Chelsea believe the media is their enemy. Media nem pay omasem. Itinya their media ne kasema ibeti. Only Chelsea pay, and somehow every obi obeba or the no ba join Chelsea bia no. Ehun sadie we. Enim sadie we. So they don't listen to the media. Say football mu tie media na. Akompamo eye Pochettino. No, because the media omu nyina Ro Ferdinand mu nyina support now that is why they are not able to genuinely say Chelsea bet me are finishing in the top 4. Everything points to the fact that Chelsea bet me are top 4 because we had trajectory no more corner. The Chelsea be top 4, but they cannot stick their neck out because they were not in agreement of we describe it. Gary Neville describe it. Chelsea, no, not Cucurella. Chelsea, yes. Okay. So what I say. So only Chelsea pet and I made to me like I said, they don't listen to what the media say to do what they think is right.
Okay.
Because Gallagher, there is no way Omuti media now. And come on Gallagher because they were all saying he was the best player. Oh yeah, they say Enzo. He oh yeah, they say Casedo. Say. But Chelsea we need to sell. We need to sell. Inti omope. Now they listen to the media and took a decision which has appeared to be said it was a bad decision. Now, this is the second coach of Masaki in November. This year, normally Mourinho party ways. This is the second time. And they are going to appoint a new coach. So they are going to have 3 coaches since Mourinho left in just a year.
2024.
Yes. Tottenham Hotspur any 6 managerial replacement since Jose Mourinho lived here in 2001. Which is how many years? 2021.
3 years.
And we are 2024.
Yes.
3 years. Almost for 6 coaches. 6 replacement at Man United since he was sacked in 2028. 2018. Almost 6 coaches. So whatever he tells them, Obakaya Jose the time at United Okase ohia players. It was players. Say ohia defenders. So Obakaya almost say wono na wakofa lender of the number. It is enko here. Ye be sake okoya no mkofa yi de no bai. Harry Maguire eden na bai. AS Roma when you're a coach or pedigree sir, allow him time to build a team for you. They didn't. And Omukofa a year former player the Rossi by winning 1 or 2 be new manager bounce. Winning 1 or 2 be no started canceling him. And the team can compete. And at the end. Oh yeah now man 200 million and money they could oman to me and trusted Jose Mourinho now or no about winning trophy with them. And what happened in the Europa League final against Sevilla? It was a daylight robbery. They had a clear penalty. The referees decided not to award the penalty. Or the map of a year European final back to back. All of a sudden, 1 or 2 results being Apamono. Now you are going to have 3 in just 1 year. No fear on. AS Roma. They are so bad to the extent that upon all the players are almost signing, they are not able to what? They are not able to improve a year or more performance. They signed a lot of players. Players are Jose Mourinho requested for and Comunia Day, Omon Faman. Yet they were able to what? Do it for a year somebody on coaching or any level on show say or pedigree way. Because if you look at the squad of Inter Milan, share the squad of Napoli, or share the squad of Juventus, and at the time I'm banning Juventus, and I'm point, now they were in the top 4. The reason why I'm competing with Europe this year is because of Mourinho. That squad no was not enough. Nemanja Matic wa boni boy we Chris Smalling. These are players they were playing for a year Jose Mourinho Roma team. So the quality of wom Dybala, and it was Jose Mourinho and convincing he was coming to the Premier League. Jose Mourinho na yeden e convincing ne den yeden e den baaye because you are not ready to what to spend. It had to rely on players be as omuye grade A players. Wow, you need to go for grade what? Grade C. And he was even making the best out of them. Now the point is that Roma needs to what? Apologize for what they did to Jose Mourinho. It was mere embarrassment, and it appears that they intentionally were disgracing. And now, time has proven, sir, it was a bad decision they took, and they are paying for it because the amount of money almost spending, any amount of money almost spending, other coaches, and I say players are more for mobile, which is a Kamuma Jose Netanyahu. And I'm more there, more back in now. Anka beer na anka de yehu anka yehu. Roma is so bad to the extent say after spending huge sums of money, they are still where they are. They are still even worse than the time Jose Mourinho joined the team. You know, toji omara say any almost struggles are. Now my boy the raho, my body ra a year. Tottenham Hotspur. I share Bobo kwa a friend a year Man City Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Anna or share a Aston Villa. Or share Aston Villa. Then what Fiema Tima this year omu winning match aye Ipswich etumi ababeden ababe show mu 2-1, and even in the first half it was 2-0. Obekai ebra Antonio Conte ewo hono okay sa 2 minutes video bia or call press conference called blasted
the players,
and he didn't and the structure and everything, the mentality of the team.
Yeah.
The same thing Jose Mourinho can, the same thing. Every coach be or ye proving winner. Bia ekasasem. and they had a coach. He wanted to win a trophy just to change that narrative. No? And Jose Mourinho, a guided team with the Omoko Karabakh final. A week to the match. Tottenham Hotspur say Yasaki you coach. Omuwe no mode match no come omo former player. Say friend is a Mason or so. Okay,
was a former midfielder.
Yeah, or retire early because on Gary Cahill a crash or a head injury. Or no mode ejumane man. Say on Gino nunko win trophy for mom. So sir, at the end now Tottenham Hotspur here no. I know what is happening because you see, coach no also say no. He's a good coach and was sure so a good coach. But at the Abema coach will to me move it to the next level. I had to win trophies. At least Ube winnie BB. But it appears that as a match I won't expect to say Tottenham Hotspur be lose because Sanka omu winnie ya no more call a year 19 points. And 19 points, you know. Chelsea no detailed, you know, 19 points. So they were obviously entering a year the top 3. And Omotina Fiema is Fish Town. Only ni match this season, bet you more than a show more. Manchester Stadium. So it's difficult for a year. Yes, Ruma. And I will be quite a year to Tottenham Hotspur. Barcelona kolusu to akwa Anueta ekolusu. I think say Anueta die. Oye Barcelona fan na kolusu horoma. Enye bone. Because it has been a place a year difficult. Edema a year Barcelona team no.
Yeah.
They struggle and omuko obia almost struggle. I think in recent times. And I say next over the bar hono a bar a basano and will be sure say Anueta there. You know no kohonoma kwan piaso. They prepare very well and they try to win. In the anokra no be winia bon 1-0 no makwa kwoshe. I think 2022 no mkoshe omo 4-1. Amo koye den e kwoshe omo I think say no the Xavi na do omo e na okochi omo show omo 4-1 e wo honom but omo ko bia na 1-0 omo ko show omo 6-1 bi so yes it as it appears say omo ye de omo bebubu saa we no and his hard time no there was no spectator no ye Ronald Koeman e kwachi omo shares na supporters here then you know that was COVID time no more. Omo without as a basa the omo saba den atomo so in recent times enaja omo are returning ahead the favor. Obviously it happens, you know, you cannot win all games and the rate at which basa ebo omo ball no you'd expect some of this defeat but it will not change the fact that they will win the league. Now Real Madrid were 27 points. Barca was 33. Real Madrid was standing game. Until assume so move near it will catch up by 3 points.
Yeah.
Well, which is not too far. And watch how Real Madrid has struggled this season. You might think it can be a Barca be 6-7 points. I think they need to check and see the over reliance on a year Abrante Ayefreno Lamine. Yeah, man, it needs to change. I also making sure so the minute no obeshe no balance no what me if a team be function
okay
than say because when so too much is Lamine Yamal mo bi ni omo lusu ye omo ko Pamplona omo ne I think Osasuna ekoboye Osasuna show omo
and one start you but obi
you see say ni nyina ka
anu anu de wa mo kra
you see time omo de ne eba mu na we for na ye adwuma na wi
many problem I'm just saying
yeah.
say
yeah
oba yes but we there anu game ni de wa mo bi kra
so it appears say omo bobo na one start here opposition ni ye den e cause damage no
okay
opposition need can cause damage and then you so they almost lose first half.
Okay.
What is it? So it means that and oba mu second half and bibi enya bibia no ba besesa.
Okay.
Because organization of no should have even scored more than one goal no in the first half no. They had glorious opportunities and now some here almost at least one goal as at the count and they defended well, but to be honest the goal that Lewandowski shared it was a clean goal. I don't know why VAR for get almost lines wrong because software what it does is that we identify the last defender. What you say? Ni body a odisha goal a valid, which is wahasi edge no eho no ena yes ahase ekoni nyina no ena ishe goal.
Okay.
It is a ye we na utwa ade ni wi a de aka ni nyina no ono be ye de aka which means o de eno answer ye den fatal line ano keke. But somehow they had it wrong and instead picked a defender no mum 9 and nobody represented Lewandowski mum 9 and nobody offside. It was a clean goal and had that goal entered K Bianca Barca would have gotten something to defend.
Okay.
1
point B.
Even in yes 1 point scoring first goal does a lot of things for teams. Asa will make sure say okay now Yashegu no we need to control the game more. We need to what to you know I was here then you making sure say you self-awareness
and on the other side
bring confidence
yes.
also.
On the other side is also
it will put them under pressure and they will want to what they will be rushing things
to at least get the equalizer.
Timo you can what hit them on the break. So go no man you know also played part in Barcelona losing and they should gather themselves and make sure say because they've played so well, they've done so well to what to go ahead and win the league.
Okay,
they've done so well to go ahead and win the league than say because Real Madrid is still struggling. What you don't want to see is Real Madrid and struggle beam they'll be finding a groove or by finding a rhythm or finding a rhythm. They have a lot of quality to go on a long winning streak and what more show signs difficult grounds right baby more them over struggle because Pamplona hono Barcelona Osasuna home hono how are difficult grounds what you say and Anueta so how difficult grounds ni two grounds when you Barca show say omo call on ma omo work drop point. When you do that it means that though yes you are blowing teams apart, you are blowing things away, but it is not enough to tell say moye a title contenders or another moye what front runners to win the league. So they should check that. Mama share the last game me share amanone Chelsea any Arsenal Edibueni. It was a game I think say two teams were too cautious. You can understand why Chelsea was too cautious because going into a game you need to look at the table. Look at what happened. The things are happening before the games. Then you look at the games right, and know how to go about some of these things. And Sanyama will be a mama kai a bra. Na Jose a coach Chelsea no or making sure say teams now omuni omo challenge title and also omo challenge for top 4 no. Oshiamwa the best thing he does is that I will not lose to this team.
Okay.
Don't lose to this team. Try as much as possible. Say 1 point in that winning omuntema. Keep that 1 point. Say your goals in a omuntema. Keep those goals. Don't give them the advantage, especially at home. game ne end and Arsenal dey can share first goal and a Chelsea ete Arsenal goal no mo share no I think that it was a goal and a avoidable goal.
Martinelli goal no.
Yes, it was a goal. Chelsea has been conceding some of these scrappy goals and it needs to end. Romeo Lavia lost the ball at a dangerous area, and when you do that, I've seen people saying that Noni Madueke should have run back. What people are forgetting is that whenever we have the ball, Noni Madueke must what? Run to the opposition half and be on the line, so that the pockets, no, 2 pockets, no, they will what? Have a space, you know. So there will be a gap between the left back and the left center back. So that space one a honum and you know, depending on the setup now. In this case, Abrante friend Malo Gusto a honor the all pretty. They no call the other side the why honor Copa Masu then all pretty.
Yeah.
So now na a crab no. Lavia na then a crab no. It Noni Madueke had to what? Move to the position, because the moment I obey we know I was say Neto a line so making sure so line so just to attract the right one ma free chance obey passing the man. And so we've seen a lot of switches from Abrante friend Liverpool or bullet or ball diagonal to Noni Madueke to take on the defenders. It's yen and a crab ball, so he was moving. So before he realized, na had the yaje ball. Before he because I can ask and any crab ball now, come go sa half war, automatically come what you half him. But because yen and a crab ball, he was far away. And look, it is difficult. We should understand say a game no more the mobile. Se ukosa na uba ayana edimpa. So he had to return. And even that there was a clear offside line and no mind omucha. Liverpool and a step back and will play all the Arsenal players on. And which is something I know that they will analyze it and they will be correcting it, because we've considered goals a defenders no and a step back. Once other players no actual line correct, then one person has step back, no will play the opposition on. And I think say, as the team grows, they will make sure somebody corrects side. So the goal we considered, I will not blame Noni Madueke. I will blame Romeo Lavia, because that area you don't lose the ball. And no lose the ball no one far away. Because at the time no only yellow card. Or no lose the ball no when to me and foul party and now say one foul any of them. And omoye dem ball ni to echira or omoye dem
but Sanchez first post na still you bobo on foul shower. Is it not bad?
One say that is the trick. And I listen to Graham Potter. Graham Potter say Sanchez, this is what the technique no. Onim say players no 99% will always go for the far post. To what he does is that Oma quite tua kete the header between or no the post, just so obey much bigger and the ball will not go to the far post, because he believes a honor a bigger way players in the way on Beshe into Bekaya in that same game Omeki a save
in the first half. Against Martinelli.
Martinelli na.
Yeah.
And I know Ojasa we no. And that is why at that level players here intelligent. Martinelli say ball no. He realized a mistake, because there was a small gap there. When utilize it no call win and keep on a chain. So this time let me hear it. So it was the smartness of Martinelli realizing say No, but I think that maybe I only wrong. It's not even about leaving the small position. It was the control, because I think that any other goalkeeper, Kasaki can best step it out.
They know I'm
on him. On him, a ball. No, there is no way about my ball.
So he closes the angle, and as he closes, when he comes out, or more bigger.
Yeah,
in front of the
yes,
ball.
Yes, and no, or the Ahmetia, because at the time to target that small space, you need some level of accuracy.
So a bassa untiminya that patience.
Yes,
to control, to get enough time.
Because all control ball. Now doing answer me the best shot that small we want.
Do pie bar.
It won't appear bar. Obe bomb and abo ma corner. And the same thing here against the Liverpool. The no so sa. Ball now we chain no. Away share no. Jones share no. I think that the other keepers they will make sure someone go home because the ball, you are facing the ball. It's any move you touch the ball. Yeah. And the moment you touch the ball, there is no way about it. Then with the goal, it is important, and as the equalizer, it is important that you say, look, I branch your friend Enzo Fernandez. I will say a G2. Say he is the what? The heartbeat of this team. If Chelsea want to do anything going forward, we need to understand that. We need to understand that and make sure, say, in defensive shape near there, then Chelsea will be okay. But the point is that we are conceding. We are not winning games. What I say, we are not winning. It's not like say on Mobia, we are keeping clean sheet. Chelsea keep clean sheet in even without him, no. At least say we share more goals near better one. With him, we are conceding. Without him, you are conceding. But with him, we score goals. You make what I say. Yeah. So important say either Lavia and Caicedo. I was about Kotabench, and I think say with the evidence of what Caicedo has shown.
There's a Latvia bench.
I was a Latvia a bench. It is clear because what Enzo Fernandez Edeba team we mono. He doesn't bring it. And on it we no omo ye pet. On it I said a pet. Enzo Fernandez different from omo. It's your last game now your boy in the Premier League. Your name Man United. When Enzo you consider Enzo Belmo he created the goal. Am I no crown? He also even he even got a chance to win the game for Chelsea. Let me come out and say it is important say against Man United one will be you consider you come up obey man's and yes against Arsenal the same thing. What I say against Arsenal the same thing. It I think that it is important say you better integrating into the team. Now making sure say or better team no, because if you check your name Liverpool for instance, they said you consider 2 goals and you share 1. So those matches now almost be nyina no. 1-1-1-1 then yes 1-1-1-1 and yes. And I think say if we want to do something going forward, let's try and integrate him to the team and continue building and correcting the mistakes, because it appears that if so it makes the team much better, especially going forward. And Kopama then ni omode partagina so Bambi. It was Enzo Fernandez who came in and what gave that fine pass. Look at the space or identify Edema Abrante friend Neto about the share. So let's try and integrate him to the team, and I think that having him in the team will rather help Chelsea. It was a good way. Now Chelsea is in the top 3 now. When and say international window no and there obviously a Leicester home near Nyoma Kwakobo it is a game. Leicester, no, they don't defend so deep like ABR, Nottingham Forest, and you know those teams. So we should be able. Leicester City, near Aston Villa home with the kind of football Aston Villa about high line. This is what we love. We love teams from about high line. And Yakobo Southampton, then about Tottenham, almost about high line. What I say, near about Brentford, Wofi, na Yako Everton, Fulham, Ipswich, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Wolves, and Sunny about Man City. In the Abepo, a decent oppositioner. Next year 2025 decent opposition 2025 so Chelsea ayam nyama yi se na ni abre pan se opeso compete because look title no the abia na yentumi win but you need to challenge it. What I say, give it a challenge, and with performance na you done it, we can do that. You bet my because you were 19 away. 9 points between you and Liverpool. 9 points. Last year by this time, now almost more than 10 points. Last year by this time, more than 10 points. And that way, last year by this time, not Chelsea that 10th, 12th, and Chelsea that away. So we are scoring and we are not conceding that much. Man City are conceding the same number of goals. Arsenal are conceding one more than Arsenal now. Yes, so more best defense anyway, and we've scored more than them. What I say, so we are in a good trajectory, and I think that with the fixtures now, to say Man City, if you may any break, take your chances, especially when we create the chances near there, I think that we can give ourselves a good account